Hey guys, sorry you haven't heard of me again, and I always have a habit of waiting 2 weeks for every single video to be released. But, I really don't have an excuse for this one. I was just lazy. So, thought I would do a short review. I was going to release Pulls of the Ancient Dead from Medievil a few days ago, but I did get pretty sick. So I tried to do it, but halfway through the video I was slurring my words. You wouldn't be able to understand anything, so I thought I'll wait until I get a better time. Well, I'm better now. I got over it. It wasn't swine flu, it was something else. But, this is the Halloween room. Wrecked, completely destroyed. Okay, that's a Christmas wreath. Let's see. Here's a Freddy costume I got from Walmart for $2.50 yesterday. It was $25. A Christmas tree I put up, a bookcase, and most of the stuff's crammed back there. This is sad, isn't it? Look, immediately after you look after this one, go and look at one of my 13 Nights of Horror, and just see the wrecked comparison between the two. Ah, that's sad. This is very sad right here. It's a globe. Anyway, the reason I decided to do this video anyway was because last night I went to the mall, and the mall, you know, it has a game store, it has a movie store, you know, it's a mall. Well, there's one game in particular that I've wanted for my PlayStation Portable, and if you've seen my Medieval reviews, you can probably guess which one it is. It's Medieval Resurrection. It's the remake for the PSP, which is very hard to find, if you can believe it. I found it at the mall. It was really no problem. I found it in an old movie store, and it had one copy, and it was $40. And I'm not going to pay $40 for something I basically beat. This isn't another sequel. This isn't the third game in the lineup. It's a remake of the first one. And I'm thinking, okay, they probably threw in some new characters. They probably threw in some new levels. But it's not worth $40 because I basically played it before. Well, I was going to buy it because I looked around and I could not find it anywhere else. I mean, I could get it on Amazon, but even on Amazon it was like $40. I mean, I could get it used for like $12, so it wasn't as low as I thought it would be because I assumed this game wasn't that popular. Well, last night I was at the mall and I'm walking by GameStop and I decided just to go in just for the heck of it because there was a crowd in there because, you know, Call of Duty just came out. So I went in there to look around and I just looked at all these games and I just thought, okay, you know what, I'm going to look for it again because I do that every time just to see if they have it. And I found it, which was the first thing that shocked me, and the second thing was this. $7. I almost had a freaking heart attack. $7. That is... wow. That shocked me. That honest to God shocked me. I mean, the cheapest I ever found this game for was like 20. I thought at least 20. But no. It was 7. First thing I did was buy it. I had to wave my way through a crowd of people that were all buying. Everyone was literally buying Call of Duty, and I was like the only guy that bought this one stray kid that bought a used PlayStation Portable game. So I got it, and I came home, and I played it. I got up to level. I'm in the Sleepless Village right now, and I am surprised because this game is not just a rehash. They do a whole new mood to it. I mean, it's funny. A lot of it is funny. They have a humor to it. I mean, the opening. The first one for PlayStation was all serious. Like, there was very little comedy. This one has lots of comedy. I mean, the narrator even makes jokes. Zarok makes jokes. Stan makes jokes. Another thing about this one is they added another character, Alzam, who was imprisoned in Dan's head. So that was clever. That was a kind of clever thing to do. I liked it. I liked this game. I only played 7 levels, and it's already pretty awesome. I guess I'll list a few things of what I liked and what I hated. This camera doesn't have that much tape left, so I'm just going to finish it. Okay, one of the big things I liked, they changed the Hall of Heroes format. In the original, you go to the Hall of Heroes, get a weapon, and then next time you came back, it would be the same hero, but he would give you like a life bottle or energy vial or something. This one, they don't do that. Every time you go back to the Hall of Heroes, you get another weapon. No life bottles in between, which does kind of suck because that way you don't have as many life bottles as you do and you will die a lot more, but you get more weapons to use. And that's really good because every time you're in the game, every other level you get a weapon, so you'd always have to compensate for another weapon in every single level, so it was actually better. Another thing is, the Fountain of Rejuvenation recovery speed is like instant, like that. I mean, the first one, it took forever to do, and if you're getting attacked by a zombie or something while you're healing, you'll lose it just as fast. Medieval 2, they increased the rate a little bit. This one is like lightning fast. You step on it, and it immediately just gives it up. There's no excuse why the other games couldn't have done that, but the rejuvenation speed's like that, so good. That's fine. Another thing is they changed the rune system around where you don't exactly know what rune you have to put in. It's like a glowish hand. It's not really a problem. See, I beat the only boss I really beat was the Hilltop Mausoleum, the Glass Demon, which is exactly the same as the original one. It's exactly the same as it. He shoots the same attacks, does the same thing with the stupid heart. You can just slam into him on your crossbow, so that was pretty good. Oh, the respawning enemies are gone. That problem is taken care of. That was a big problem with some of the 5th generation game consoles in 3D. When you'd leave a room, come back, and that's like, it's traditional. Mega Man is for NES. That one immortalized that the same. Every time you go off the screen and come back, all the enemies would be back again. If you stepped off by accident, you're screwed. This one's not the same. Step in one room, kill the enemies, they're gone for good. Which is kind of bad for the chalice. Oh, the chalice. They changed the chalice around, and this is probably the most important thing that I loved about this game. You can collect the chalice without having to collect all the souls first. Let me explain. If you see the chalice, you can pick it up. Let's say it's like at 50%. Even if it's not full, you can pick it up, and as more you kill, it'll fill up as you go along. That's so good, because that way you don't have to go back and say, okay, I have to remember the chalice is at this specific location, then I have to go kill everyone, then I have to remember, come back, get it, then I can go to the Hall of Heroes. I can just pick it up, go, kill people as I go along, it'll fill up, and then there. Easy peasy. They did shift the levels around. There's one big level that, for the most part, the first 5 levels of the game are the same as in the regular level. There's Dan's Crypt, you know, the graveyard, whatever. And when you get up to after you beat the glass, Return of the Graveyard, you go into the Necropolis. This one is really, it's something called Galamir Plains, which is basically a game level, where you have different mini-games, and if you get enough tokens, you can get Woden's brand. It's like a blazing sword. I'm like, this is awesome. So I go play a rat game, like you smush rats, and it took me like about 20 minutes to finish the game, and only you get 1 token. So I was like, okay, this is going to be fun for me when I have to come back here every 5 minutes just to kill more, do more mini games, because you like each mini game lasts at least 15 minutes, because there's like 3 different levels, and there's 3 separate subcategories for each level. So that's 9 levels. You have to basically do every game is 9 levels, and that takes about 15 minutes to do, and you only get 1 token for that game. So you have to play 7 more to get the fire sword. So I'll just hold back on that for a while. And I died a lot, because you don't have that many life bottles. You will die a lot. The guards for Sleepless Village, they are tough as nails. They won't die. I mean, if you get far enough from them, they'll shoot your muskets at you like they do in the game. But when you get close enough to them, they have like I think in the Medieval they originally had like a stove chest, like half made out of stove or something. This one will open and it'll shoot fire at you and it'll catch you on fire. So yeah, the games, the opponents are more difficult to beat. Graphics are amazing. If you can somehow manage to get this for a price this cheap, I wish you could, but I don't know how often that is. But it's an awesome game, so get it. And I'll see if I can beat this thing. As for Medieval, well, basically what Medieval did was I beat the game. It's saved on my memory card, but I like to beat it as I go along to give a realistic feel to it. So it's like I'm beating the game along with the review. I'm not just going back in every save level. I might have to start doing that because this game is so awesome. So that's my short review of Medieval Resurrection. I'm not going to review the whole game, obviously, because that would be just like reviewing the other game at once. So I'll go back to my originals. Medieval Resurrection, awesome game. Probably the last one in the lineup. If so, I would accept it. I would accept it. I would be very, very happy if it was just these 3 games, because it's perfect. We have an original, we have a sequel, and we have a remake to the original, which is a lot... It's better than the original. So far, it's better than the original. I mean, the original has a timeless classic feel, and it's like a dark mood. Depends what mood you're in. If you're in for like a dark, macabre, play the original. If you're in for happy and fun, play this one. Happy and fun where you slaughter zombies. And pumpkins. Pumpkins.